name is Iannielli, and I was thinking of an idea for a video, and I kind of got inspired by my experiences today at the mall. I was all excited actually because I really wanted a new phone. I mean, my phone still works and all, but I don't have a fancy phone, or I didn't have a fancy phone until today. Last night I placed an order for an iPhone. It is pricey. It cost me approximately $600, but that's part of my tax refund. My refund is being allocated to various things, but I figured I'd treat myself to an iPhone, and it gives me flexibility because now I can access my YouTube, my Facebook, my Pinterest, and I can play music, access emails, so it's pretty interesting, and I can download apps, so it's a very flexible phone, and I'm actually excited about it. I haven't really used it yet. It's my new toy, so I'm all excited about the iPhone, and once I start getting more comfortable with using it, it's going to be pretty awesome. And I'll give my old phone to my son, so he'll have a phone so he can be in touch with him, and so it works out pretty cool. But I was in the mall, and I treated myself to some shopping, and I went to Victoria's Secret. I don't really go in there that often, and I remember many years ago when I used to go into Victoria's Secret as a guy, and I was very, very shy, and I was very intimidated, and I was desperately trying to buy bras and panties, but I was dressed as a guy back then, and I just felt very awkward. So as much as I wanted to buy, I just wound up walking out of the store, never getting what I really wanted. But that was years ago. But now it's a different story. I went into Victoria's Secret today, and it was awesome because the girls there were very sweet to me, and I'm very feminine looking now. I'm starting to look more and more like a female thanks to the hormone replacement therapy. And when I speak in public, I speak lower. I try to speak in a softer tone, so I don't raise eyebrows, and I'm very soft in the way I speak. I'm very soft-spoken, so I come across as female anyway, and the girls were very sweet to me. I must have had like 3 girls asking me if they could help me, and they were beautiful girls, and one of the girls helped me buy bras and panties, which was awesome. She was spending like 10 minutes helping me pick different styles and colors, and one of the other girls was helping me pick out like exercise pants for the gym where I plan to work out. So I needed a pair of exercise pants, and then another one of the girls was helping me with my selections when I was in the dressing room, and she even told me about the sale they were having, because I only had a bra and a panty, and she said, "Oh, honey, there's a sale on panties. You could get 7 for like $26. So I said, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And she said, "Yeah, you should take advantage of it, hon." So I said, "Okay, sweetie." And I said, "Thank you, hon." And I also complimented her. I said, "Oh, I love your hair," because she had like a reddish hair. It was beautiful. And she said, "Oh, thank you, hon." So that was very nice, and I felt very happy. usually try to compliment the the girls in the stores, even guys, doesn't matter. But generally, Victoria's Secret, there are only girls working there. I enjoyed that experience. It was totally different from when I used to go in there as a guy, and I felt totally at ease. I felt like I was supposed to be there, and that everything was going as I had anticipated it should. No problems, no eyebrows raised. I fit right in. And I noticed also, because I was wearing kind of a short dress, almost like a mini dress, with my little black vest that I like to wear with the zipper on the side. And I noticed girls were looking at me. Uh, I don't know if it was because I was dressed a little sexually suggestive. I have no idea. Because I don't know the do's and don'ts of dressing provocatively, really. And I don't really feel I dress provocatively. I'm just dressing the way I feel comfortable. And I went many years dressing as a guy in boring male attire with women's clothes underneath, hiding it. So now I'm just on cloud nine, being my true self, and wearing the clothes that I've always wanted to wear in public. And I'm loving every moment of it. So I feel very proud of who I am. I have no regrets. I'm excited about being a female, and I just feel very comfortable. I mean, that's who I am. I've always been this way. I knew since I was a little kid, but now I'm living that life, and I felt very happy with my experiences at Victoria's Secret, and I always make a point when the girls help me. I always make sure I greet them and give them a greeting and say bye. I'm very polite and try to make an impression in a positive way. And all the girls smile at me, and I always say, "Oh, you look so sweet, and beautiful, and pretty." So I always make sure that I compliment each and every girl, and they're very appreciative, and they smile and they say, "Oh, thank you." So it makes me feel good. And after Victoria's Secret, I went to Forever 21, and I found a few dresses. Forever 21 has pretty cool prices on clothes, so I wound up buying a few dresses. There was one white dress that I really wanted, but it didn't fit me right. And I do notice on occasion at Forever 21, their large sizes don't fit me, and it's ironic because at Target, large is my size, and sometimes medium I fit. But for some reason, at Forever 21, some large at Forever 21 fit me, but some are too tight in the waist. And I try to fit it on in the fitting room, and it just is so tight, and I'm afraid I'm going to rip the dress. So the white dress, I really wanted it, but it was very tight, and I was so disappointed because I just fell in love with that dress. And I wish they would make an extra large in those dress size styles, because that would make my day, because then I could buy that dress. But sadly, it didn't fit. But I found three other nice dresses that I plan to wear, and they fit me perfectly. So, despite the fact that I was a little upset about the white dress, I did find three others, and they cost me like $60 altogether. So that was pretty good. And then I went to H&M, and I saw this. No, actually, at Forever 21, I found this skirt. So I bought three dresses and a skirt, and I fell in love with the skirt, and it fit me perfectly with a nice belt to keep it tight, and it was blue, and it was awesome. I don't have many skirts. Actually, I only have two now. So now I got two skirts. So I'm excited about that. And then I went to H&M, and H&M, I mean, you can get a beautiful blouse for like $10. And I found three beautiful blouses in different colors that would match that skirt perfectly. And I got that. And then I got a slightly more expensive blouse, which was beautiful also, in white, that will match that. So I got beautiful blouses, four of them, now that I can wear with that skirt that I love. So now I got some flexibility in the clothes I can wear. I can wear dresses, I can wear skirts. And then I went to get a bite to eat. And I figured, oh, I'll get Thai. I love Thai because it's spicy. And I love shopping at Roosevelt Field because there are so many stores. And I love the food court. They redid the whole food court. So I got Thai food. And I'm trying to eat light because I don't want to gain weight. I'm very weight conscious. And I'm kind of taking a risk because I'm taking biotin, and you're only supposed to take one pill a day, and I'm taking like 15 pills a day. So I don't know if that's going to wind me up in the hospital. I'm overdoing it on the biotin pills because I desperately want to lose weight. And I tried to look up if you can overdose on biotin, and I think about 15 pounds. I went from about 160 to about 145, but my weight now is fluctuating between 145 and 148, and I get very disappointed when I see it up to the 148 mark. I really want it to go to 145, and I want it to get below 145, and I'm really hoping to get it down to 125 because I'm 5'5", and I believe for my height, uh, my body should be proportionate to my height, and I think 125 would be appropriate. That's the way I think. Uh, a lot of people tell me I look fine the way I am, but I'm very self-conscious about my weight, and I even starve myself, which I don't think is such a good idea either. But I did treat myself to Thai, not really anything overdoing it. I got a hot and sour soup, Thai style, which for the first time I didn't even realize they had shrimp in it. And I don't eat shrimp. I never tried it. But I figured, what the heck, I'll try it. And I swallowed it, and it didn't really bother me. So who knows, maybe I'll eat shrimp. So there were about a half a dozen shrimp in there that I actually ate. So I was proud of myself. I ate shrimp for the first time. Yay! And I'm 54, so that's quite a feat. And mushrooms. I don't eat mushrooms, but I ate them. I held my breath while eating them. LOL. But the soup itself, the broth was very spicy and it was delicious. With the vegetables and noodles, it was awesome. And then I got spring rolls. They gave me like a half a dozen with hot sauce. It was awesome. I loved it. And then I was still a little hungry. So I was walking around the mall with my Victoria's Secret bag, with my iPhone stuffed on the bottom of the bag with all my lingerie on the top, with my H&M bag and my Forever 21 bag. And I love jalapeno peppers. So I went to Auntie Anne's, I think it's called, and I got a jalapeno pretzel. That was good too. I love pretzels, that's my weakness. And then I called it a day at the Roosevelt Field, and then I went to Target, and I got 2 cute pairs of shoes that I love. I love shoes. Every girl loves shoes. And a sundress. I love sundresses. Beautiful sundress. And a sweater to match it. Blue sundress with a blue little sweater. It's so cute. So I really love that. And the 2 pairs of shoes and a DVD. I have a weakness for DVDs too. I got a DVD, let me find that. It's supposed to be a good movie. I never saw it, but I heard it's pretty funny. It's called, I'm sorry, I'll be back. Oh yeah. I got Horrible Bosses 2 with my favorite actors. Jason Bateman, I love. He's awesome. And the guy from I forgot the name of that movie. Meet the Millers. He's funny too. Jason something, I think his name is. Jason Sudeikis and Charlie Day. They're all funny guys. And I got A Million Ways to Die in the West. A Million Ways to Die in the West. And that looks like an awesome movie too, with a lot of my favorite actresses and actors, including I love Charlize Theron and Neil Patrick Harris, Amanda Seyfried too. So that looks like an awesome movie. So yeah, I got movies too, dresses, movies on my iPhone, skirts, and some bras and panties, and a little workout outfit. So I did pretty good today, and shoes, and a sundress. So I had a great day, and then I topped it off with a movie, and I went to see Cinderella. What a nice movie. It was so cute. And I enjoyed it very much. And I happened to get to the movie theater exactly at the right time, because they were going to coming attractions already. I thought it was late because it was 10 minutes after the time of the supposed movie. But I didn't realize that they factor in coming attractions, so it gives you like a 15-minute leeway. So I ordered jalapeno poppers, which I like, and they're very spicy, and have sour cream in there with jalapenos. Nice. So I was eating my jalapeno poppers, drinking my water, and watching Cinderella, and I just enjoyed it. The drawback is that I'm always going out by myself a lot. I do have friends, but I don't really get to see them that often. So I tend to do things a lot on my own, but I'm kind of used to that. And being transgender, I guess you kind of get into a rut, and not a lot of people kind of understand who you are as a person. So you struggle, and you have to kind of live in a seclusion type world, and it's unfortunate because I'm a very social person when I want to be. You know, I do suffer from social anxiety. I hate going on the train. If I can avoid it, I try to, because I don't like to be surrounded by a lot of people. And I do have to go into the city because I see my doctors in the city, but I hate to be in crowds of people. It just like stresses me out. And that's why I have difficulty now with getting a job. I'm not emotionally ready to work. I've been in therapy now for over 3 years. I've been transitioning. I'm in my third year of transitioning. I'm going to be on hormone replacement therapy now. Coming this June, it'll be 3 years. So I'm all excited. 3 years is pretty awesome. And the only thing that I'm very disappointed about is my voice, because I am very, very disappointed that I cannot find a way to talk in a female voice. And I watch, and I watch, and I watch these other transgender girls in these YouTube videos, and oh my god, they sound like women. And I'm just perplexed at how these once, I don't like to say it, but I don't mind saying it about myself, but I won't say it about other transgender girls. But I know I was born a male. So for me to conceptualize, even being on hormones and transitioning and having that outward appearance of being a female, the hormones do not have any way changed my voice. And from what I understand, hormones from male to female transgenders do not have any impact whatsoever on the voice. With female to male, the testosterone does change the voice for a female to male transgender. But for male to female, the estradiol, the estrogen, has no effect whatsoever on the vocal cords. So a male to female transgender has to retrain her voice. And I watch these girls on YouTube, and it blows my mind. They look like girls. They sound like girls. If I didn't know they were transgender, I would think they're just girls. It just amazes me. So I have to overcompensate by talking in a soft tone. And I get very self-conscious around people because I'm afraid that my voice will be a limitation. So that is one of the reasons that I would be petrified to work in a office, because I am not confident with my voice. And I am planning to do the gender change. I want to do my legal name change so I can change my gender on my license, my passport, and all my documents. And then I can have my credit cards changed, because I want to be female and I need to get that F designation on my records. And it does get embarrassing for me sometimes when because I live 24/7 as a woman now. I present as a female. I'm essentially a female because that's who I am. So I live 24/7 as a woman, but I have still my male identity in the sense that my legal record, I have my birth name still as my name, even though Edward is my birth name, which I am proud of because I'm named after my dad and my granddad, who are both deceased, unfortunately. I miss my dad and my granddad, and my mom too, for that matter. But, and I'm Edward III. Uh, but that doesn't suit my gender, which is female. My core gender identity is female. So I have adopted Emily as my name. So I want to have my record state my name is Emily Iannielli instead of Edward Donald Iannielli III. I want it to reflect Emily Denise Iannielli. And I want the F. So when I go to, like today at Apple, they needed my license. And they see my license, but on my license it just says ED Iannielli, so that's okay. But it's an M on the license, so that's quite embarrassing to me. Because I'm in the store with a dress on, but it didn't seem to faze the guy who was helping me with my iPhone, so it worked out pretty cool. And he was very nice to me, and we were exchanging conversation, and he was showing me how to work the iPhone. And he was very nice. Actually, two nice guys I was working with. And they called me Miss. And being called Miss when I'm out in public reaffirms who I am as a person. And it's validating to me. And I need that. I need to feel like I'm treated like a woman. And I'm very happy. It's very gratifying to know that people look and view you as a woman, in my case. So I'm very thrilled about that. And what was I saying? Oh yeah. I think that once I get my gender status changed, and then on my credit card, my name from Edward to Emily, it will make my being in public a lot more easier. But I still go out. I don't let that get in the way, because I have to live my life, you know. And to be honest with you, I am not embarrassed to be transgender. That's just who I am. So I have nothing to hide. But I just want to, and I'm not stealth. You know, I even admitted to some, not always, but in some cases, I've admitted that I was a transgender woman, and it raises eyebrows because they don't expect that. And I've gotten positive feedback. I've never had a negative experience, so I've been pretty fortunate in that regard. Also, one thing I noticed about being transgender and developing more female features, I find it thrilling